And I'm like, fuck it, I'm right here. Let me see what he's actually looking at. So I peep over his shoulder to see his laptop screen, and bro was just looking at So back in my first year of high school, I had this teacher who I didn't really get along with. Let's just call him Mr. B. Dude was a total hard ass. He'd call me out for the most minor of mistakes, despite the fact that he was teaching a French class and barely spoke French. Anywho, this wasn't really the reason that we had beef. See, I was able to tolerate him being a total prick just fine. The problem was, he didn't do shit. Like literally did not do a damn thing. Soccer did more in the tuning exams than this nigga did entire semesters, my nigga. It was bad. Like, bro spent majority of the class on flight club, scouting out new J's instead of teaching. But despite his total lack of effort on the job, he was the only teacher that assigned homework. Keep in mind, in my school at least, every day you go through 7 periods of classes, each a different subject. So I had English, math, science, geography, history, ethics, and French, but no one, and I mean no one, but this incompetent ass non-French speaking French teacher handed out homework. Ain't that a bitch? And they were double-sided, broski. Needless to say, I didn't fuck with him. But then one day, Mr. B took it too far. So it's like a Friday, right? I'm in class. Now I remember specifically, this day was a test day. The entire class was supposed to be working on this sheet of paper. Me? Not so much. I had bullshitted my way through the entire test within like 5 minutes into the class, and I was pretty much just sitting on my ass for the next 47 minutes of class. Why? Because I ain't speak a lick of French, my G. Fuck you want me to write down on this paper? Bonjour? Fuck nah. Enjoy this list of movie recommendations, sir. Don't skip Evolutions. Because that's about all you're getting out of me. So I'm chilling, probably not looking the most productive, but considering my teacher just spent the better half of this class on flight club, I'm not thinking too much of it. So the bell's about to ring, and dude finally decides to gather our papers, but instead of telling us to leave it in a pile like a normal teacher, this dude is calling us up one by one. Full government names, broski. See, now you're pissing me off. You know damn well that after that bell rings, we got about 0.5 damn seconds to make it down to our lockers all the way downstairs. Fuck are you wasting all this extra time for? So I'm like annoyed at this point, right? About ready to square up with this old great value Luke Cage looking ass nigga, bro. So he gets to my name, and I realize I forgot to write the date, and at my school, for some reason, teachers always made a big deal about the date. Like, niggas wasn't handed in shit 8 weeks late for the same grade. So I'm writing the date, and broski's like, hurry up. And I'm like, I forgot to write the date, sir, hold up. And he's like, well, hurry your ass up then. Well, maybe if you could stop talking to me and let me put the fucking lines on the paper, I could. Excuse me? Let me write the date, bro. Now! Bro, if you don't calm your black Saitama, I want to be a hero looking ass down. Get out of my class.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
See, this wasn't my first rodeo. A year prior to this, in my old school, I held a suspension record for this very thing. Snapping at teachers. Ah, my favorite pastime. Didn't matter who it was, when it was, what class you teach, even what gender you are. I'm all about equality. So now we're in the hallway, and bro's not looking too happy. He gets like 5 inches away from me, face to face, and then he grabs my shirt by like the collar, like a high school bully from an 80s movie, broski. And he's like, you wasted space. Get your ass to the office. And ever since that day, I really didn't fuck with him. So me and the homies decided to start spreading rumors. Yeah, we started going around saying that he spent the whole day watching Shinobi Hub training videos instead of working, which obviously wasn't true, or so we thought. So one day he's just sitting on his ass doing nothing as usual. So I'm using like one of those pencil sharpeners on the wall, and the sharpener is like right beside his desk, right? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm right here. Let me see what he's actually looking at. So I peep over his shoulder to see his laptop screen, and bro was just looking at bad bitches on Instagram, scrolling through all their photos, liking pictures and shit, and some of which were already liked when he clicked on them. I'm like, oh, this is not his first rodeo. This is something that he does on a regular, surrounded by a class of 13 to 14-year-old children. Sick. So I go back to my desk and I spilled the beans, my G. No way we've been saying all this and it's true. This man's really getting his engine going during class. Dirty ass nigga. So here's the funny part. My grades were lacking in this man's class. Couldn't tell you why. It's like May, right? Classes end in June. I have maybe a 40% in this man's class. I'm thinking I'm about to fail and go to summer school. So now I gotta explain to my mom why she has to pay an additional $100 just for me to fail a French class during summer vacation. So I explained my situation in class with the teacher and how he was too preoccupied with Instagram thotties to teach the class jack, and she was like, oh really? Fast forward a few weeks and it's report card season. I get my third term report card and something's off. All 3 terms had a passing grade for Mr. B's French class, which didn't make any sense because I failed all 3 terms badly. So I'm confused. Mr. B isn't even making eye contact with me in class, but I ain't finna question shit. You wanna boost my grades so you don't have to deal with me for a whole summer? Say less. Nice doing business with ya. Or at least that's what I thought. See, it turns out my mom went to my aunt's house that same weekend and told her that my teacher wasn't doing shit in class, to which one of my older cousins was like, who'd you say that teacher was? Turns out my cousin and my teacher, pretty good friends. I don't know what happened, but all I know is my boys went to summer school that year and I played Pokemon Go. Moral of the story, this nigga was a weirdo, bro. Yeah. Hey yo, appreciate it to anybody who made it this far into the video. If you did, give yourself a nice pat on the back. Comment like, I don't know, strawberry banana, and I'll heart your comment. The script for the next video is already done. I'm already working on it. Hopefully it'll be out by next week. I keep on saying that, and it keeps on taking 2 weeks, but you know what? Next week, hopefully. If you haven't already, make sure you watch my last video. That one did pretty well in the comments. Everybody was laughing, everybody liked it. So you know what, if you unfortunately missed it because YouTube either did me dirty in the recommended or the notifications, then go ahead and check that out. As well as the one before that. I know like not even 2% of the notifications went out, so if you haven't seen the My First School Fight animated story, peep that too. I'm working on like 2 different videos right now, so hopefully one of them will be up by next week. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.